guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another celebrity news video. It's going to be a new series, a new playlist. I'm going to have a whole playlist whenever I come out with a video. It'll be in that playlist. So today's celebrity news is going to be about Chris Brown and karrueche Tran. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong, but I've heard her name said before, and I'm pretty sure it's pronounced karrueche, but I've called her everything.
Under the sun, I've called her Coochie, I've called her Cuckoo Cachoo, KK, whatever the hell.
So, like, I've called her a bunch of shit that, like, and it's not me making fun of it, like, not entirely making fun of her. It's not me wanting to make fun of her. It's just her name is hilarious to me, and so was the other names that I said. So anyway.
Cuckoo Cachoo and Chris Brown.
Wow. I don't even know where to start with this. Let's just begin. So apparently Chris Brown has a restraining order put on him by karrueche, filed a restraining order against him because, and rightfully so, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But he's been harassing the shit out of her, like on some stalker, some real life stalker type shit. I feel like I'm gonna watch. Have y'all ever heard of the show called I Survived?
I feel like I'm gonna tune in, like Celebrity Edition, and tune in, and karrueche is gonna be on here talking about how she survived near-death experiences from Chris Brown. I feel like that's just gonna be on there one day. That's not funny. It's not funny. I just feel like it's gonna be on there one day. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, Chris Brown has a history, and when I say history, I mean an extensive history of abuse in his relationships. I mean, can we just go back to Rihanna real quick? I got the receipts. I got the receipts to show y'all, okay? So just stay tuned to the receipts. I got them. But in case you've been living on a rock for some years, Chris Brown has been in trouble before because he has a history of being violent in his relationships. And Rihanna was the first, I believe. Like the first that we know of to experience, you know, that side of him. And going back on that, it's just, you know, like he first of all, I believe a man should never ever put his hands on a woman. Now I know there's women out there that feel the same, and then but they taunt their man. They taunt them because they know that he's not going to put his hands on. Oh, like, cause I'm like, yeah, I got a good man. My man ain't gonna, you know, put his hands on me or whatever and whatnot. But then you taunt him, like you put your hands on him, and you know, and you get him fired up, and then you wonder why when he slaps your ass down, you wonder why he hit you.
Oh my God, you hit me! But you hit him like a billion times.
Like, I hate women like that. I hate women that do that. It's just some women out there that be taunting them, and that's not right either. Two wrongs don't make a right. So I'm saying, when it comes to Chris Brown and his history of putting his hands on women, yeah, she was right for putting a restraining order on him. And I believe it's he can't come within 100 yards of her and her mom and her brother. He should honor that. But I don't know if he's in his right mind right now. He's like acting crazy stalkerish, like he's harassing the shit out of her, and I don't think a piece of paper is going to keep him away from anything, to be completely honest. He's just been in the media a lot, and it hasn't been good. Like, when it comes to his daughter and all that, like, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time, but him and his baby mama is going back and forth in the media. I know y'all see that. It's just not good. It's just, he's just been in the media for all the wrong reasons. And my whole take on it is that karrueche was right for putting that restraining order on him, and he should honor it and not come within 100 feet of her and her brother and her mother. Honor that and just leave her alone. Just let her be. Let's let her go. Like, for some freaking reason, he cannot let her go. And I'm like, what? Like, I know that there is sometimes where you're so in love with someone, and then life happens and then y'all separate, but then there's a chance that you can get back together. There's always that chance that you can get back together if you guys work on each other and all that, blah, blah, blah. However, he's forcing it. Like, he's done so much to force it. He's forced it and forced it and forced it to the point where it's now harassment. To the point now where he has a restraining order against him. And to the point now where she feels like there's no way in hell that she's gonna get back with him. She's trying to get away from this man. Like, she might even leave the country, do whatever the fuck that she needs to do to just, like, get away from this man. You know, but it's gonna be extremely hard. I can see it being extremely hard for her to get away from Chris Brown because she...
Really? You gotta start your car and really?
I know y'all heard that. I have my balcony door open. So if you hear cars starting and like driving off and a lot of driving and whatever going on, that's why. So apologize for that. I feel like it's going to be extremely hard for her to get away from Chris Brown because she's in the media. She's a celebrity. She's in the media. So, like, TMZ is going to be up her ass saying, oh, she's at...
Bruh!
TMZ is going to be up her ass saying, oh, she's at New York Shopping Center or something. And then he's going to next slide out there at that shopping mall. The point is that the paparazzi and, like, she's constantly in the media, she's a celebrity, it's gonna be extremely hard to get away from him. You know, she can't even get away from paparazzi. She ain't gonna be able to get away from him.
That's just my opinion. I don't know if y'all are the same about that. Are we on the same pages? I don't know.
But I just feel like it's gonna be extremely hard for her. It ain't like she can just disappear, you know, go off the grid. She's gonna have an extremely hard time getting rid of this man. That's why she couldn't get rid of him. She's yet to get rid of him. She's yet to get him out of her life. To the point where she had to put a restraining order against him. And do you really think that's gonna do anything? Do you, like, if you really think about it, karrueche, like anybody, like, if you really think about it, do you think it's gonna do any good? Do you think he's gonna see a piece of paper and be like,
oh, okay, I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna be over here. I'm just gonna, you know, bruh, no, he ain't gonna care.
He's not gonna care at all. But here's the scary part, though. Like, she got the restraining order against him because he's been harassing her, yeah. But he also abused her. Like, physically put his hands on her. Like, he's put his hands on Rihanna, and now he's put his hands on her. And apparently that was around the same time, like, when he was on probation from the Rihanna incident, that was around the same time he was putting his hands on karrueche. I'm like, wow. Like, apparently he punched her in the stomach, kicked her, all kinds of crazy shit. When I heard that, I was like, wow, are you serious? Like, he's not learned his lesson. He's not learned his lesson at all. And I don't know what it is that like, triggers his mind to do those things and to be like that, but he needs some help. I mean, I'm just gonna pray that he gets the help that he needs, because it ain't looking too good for Chris Brown right now, Chris Breezy. And I feel really bad for his little one, Royalty. I feel really bad for her, because she shouldn't have to grow up knowing that, you know, her dad has been in the media for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like, he was, you know, she should grow up knowing that, you know, he's a great singer, he's a great artist, you know, everything that makes him a celebrity and his fans, and every reason why his fans love him and all of that. Not for all the wrong reasons. Like, that's all I'm saying. That's my opinion on that. And I just pray that he gets the help that he needs, and that he does better in the future for Royalty, and him and his baby mama can work things out. And karrueche can work things out, and just move on from her and let her live her life, because this is getting ridiculous. Like, I've heard so much about Chris Brown and karrueche. Chris Brown and karrueche is just crazy. I had to come on here, and that's basically all I have to say. I can't believe that this is still going on. They've been in the media for a minute, and this has been going on for a minute, but now it's getting to the point where he has put his hands on her and threatened, I forgot to mention that part, he threatened to kill her. Threatening that now, he actually literally told some friends, some mutual friends of theirs, that he can't have her, nobody can. And when someone says that, you need to run. You need to run as far as fucked as you can get. Just run till you can't run no more away from them, because that's a crazy person right there. If I don't tell y'all nothing else, if someone says that to you, you need to get out. You need to run away, far, far away, until you can't run anymore, because that's insane. For him to think that and say that, if I can't have you, nobody can, and then threaten to shoot her, like, I mean, this is Chris Brown. He's not in his right mind. He has a history of violence in the past, and the restraining order. But in real life, I don't think the restraining order is going to do too much. Restraining order, a piece of paper is not going to keep them away. I just see it now. A piece of paper is not going to keep them away. I'm just happy that they don't have kids, that there's no kids involved in this. Like, that would just be, like, the worst. That would be so bad. Like, oh my god, that would be so bad if they actually had kids involved in this. He has, royalty, but him and karrueche don't have kids together at all. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that, and I wish her the best of luck with this restraining order against Chris Brown. I pray to the heavens and I pray to God that he honors it, and that they can work this out in the sense that they go their separate ways, and he just lets her go and lets her live her life, and be semi-happy, putting this all behind her, and then he goes on and lives his life. And that is my video for this celebrity news. So if you liked it, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next celebrity news. Bye!